welcome back to Recheck with Dr. Pol. I'm your host, Charles Pol, and tonight we're going to be checking up on the latest Dr. Pol episode, meeting some new animals, and joining some friends along the way. With me tonight is my dad, the one and only incredible Dr. Pol. Welcome, Dad.
Thank you, Charles. It's good to be here again.
That was some episode, wasn't it, Dad?
It was. You can see all these different animals that we're working with.
Well, we have a great show for you tonight. We're calling it It's a Game Show because we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, but we're also going to be playing some fun games with a lot of different people. So stay tuned for that at the end of the episode. But up first, we want to take a look at tonight's episode. Let's take a look.
Saturday on a new episode of The Incredible Dr. Pol. It's a crazy day at the office.
So it's just Dr. Pol and I today.
We are super bucked.
Having just two of us could be bad.
And there's not a minute to spare.
We've got to juggle for everybody and try to get the appointments all done.
Who's next? We'll have more coffee.
Cases are stacking up.
Holy Moses.
But Doc always gets it done.
Thank you. Honestly.
The Incredible Dr. Pol. New episode Saturday at 9 on Nat Geo Wild.
Well, Dad, obviously there was a lot of work in that episode, and it was really up to you and Dr. Brenda to carry the weight. That sounds kind of familiar. You've been in that position before, isn't it?
Right. Dr. Ben has been with us for almost 30 years now, and we've worked together well, and that's the main thing. Right now we have 5 veterinarians here, but Dr. Brenda and I are still the seniors.
When you're in a position like that and you've got tons of emergencies, tons of small animals, and you only have one other vet in the clinic, were you glad that it was Dr. Brenda in
Yes.
situations like that?
Dr. Brenda is very good, and she can handle all the things by herself. So you can just depend on somebody that is that good and just keep working.
I have a question about the rescue kitten with the eyeball. Obviously, when you have a traumatic injury like that, a lot of owners will freak out about it, but
Yeah.
it's not as bad as it looked, right?
Animals are very resilient, and you have a kitten with one eye, you can't tell the difference. When the stitches come out in about 2-3 weeks and the hair grows back, you cannot tell the difference between a one-eyed or a two-eyed kitten. And that's the nice thing. And that's why I don't mind doing it at all, because they'll live a happy life after all anyhow.
So they still have their depth perception, correct?
They will be able to jump on chairs. They will be able to catch mice, whatever they want to do and can do with one eye, just as good as with two.
It's amazing how animals don't get bogged down with these
Right.
handicaps that,
Right.
that
Hey,
they have.
Look at Tater.
Yeah, with 3
He's
legs.
around the
yeah.
clinic now for 5 years already with 3 legs. And he enjoys his life very much. And he is just so good. And yes, he catches mice. Every so often we have to treat him for tapeworms because he comes home with a mouse that is infected. So, yes, don't worry about it. Animals do not feel handicapped.
Yeah, it just gives them more character. That's
Right.
it, right?
Yeah.
So the other thing that was very interesting to me was the baby emu. Obviously, I have a soft spot with George and Gracie, my emus, in my heart. And so what recommendations do you have with somebody who's going to be looking for a baby animal out of the ordinary, like an emu?
First of all, when you want to have a pet that is different than a normal dog and cat, find out. You can go online. Everything is online now. And find out what they need, what they eat, what kind of housing they need. So be prepared that if you get strange animals, that you can take care of them.
So an emu like this, that has the problem walking, once they fix the nutritional side of things, it should bounce back almost immediately,
Yes,
right?
because they're this young, it should be fine. And you can see also that this one came out of it real good.
Speaking of exotic animals, we have a special guest who has his own zoo. We're going to go out to Anderson and Girls Orchards, where Terry Anderson is standing by. Thank you for joining us, Terry.
Well, thank you for having us, Charles. It's a pleasure to be here again.
I see that you have something kind of small there. I think it's a donkey.
It is. This is a baby donkey. It's a little Jenny. She is about 3 weeks old, and we're raising her on a bottle. I don't know if can you guys. There we
Yeah,
go.
Yep.
yeah, we
Yeah,
see
that's.
that.
She really likes her bottle.
Oh, they do.
But Dad, another animal to kick you, right?
Yeah, I know. Except this is a Ginny. That means I don't have to castrate it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she will have little ones later on.
So Terry,
That's right.
really quick question. What exactly is the donkey type? Is a miniature donkey? Is a regular donkey, or is it some other type of donkey?
This is a miniature donkey, and part of the reason I got her from these guys was the fact that she's more white than she is brown, which is kind of unusual for a donkey. She still has a little cross on her back like they usually do,
Mm-hmm.
but she's just a little sweetheart.
Yeah.
Probably when she gets a little bigger, we usually keep a donkey in with our goat, just kind of for protection, And that was kind of the plan for her. When she gets to be a little bigger, we'll put her in with the goats. But right now, the goats are bigger than she is.
Yeah, they
But
use donkeys quite a bit to protect sheep and
Yes,
goats, right?
yes. And you see that
yep,
an awful lot with bigger herds. Donkeys do not take very kindly to stray dogs, or even in Canada, like wolves
Coyotes.
and coyotes, and they will protect them. And if you have a couple donkeys in with those animals, they're safe because those donkeys are really protective of their herd.
Well, that's a
yep.
great thing to have in the farm there, Terry. I hear you have some other exotic animals to show us as well. Um, do I understand right? You have a yak, a baby yak?
We do. We've got a baby yak. We're feeding her on the bottle too. I'll have Austin take the donkey. Whoop! The donkey took
Wow,
off with her bottle. She
Just
don't
let
want to
go of
let
the
go of her
bottle. He knows
bottle.
what he wants.
that's
She's not
fantastic.
gonna.
That is a yak. It looks very much like a baby calf. So they begin to
It
kind
it
of differentiate when they get older, right?
Yeah, these the yak, they use them in other countries for like a beast of burden for hauling
Yes.
clothes
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
The yak itself is from the Nepal, the Eastern Asia, northern India, up
Yes.
into Mongolia,
The
Yep,
the
Himalayas.
Himalayan
The
region.
Himalayans. They're mountain
yep,
animals. They are also very
yep,
sure-footed. And yes, like Terry said, they use that as a pack animal also where
yep,
they carry the burdens up and down the hills.
Would they
yep.
actually also use them to plow with? And they also actually, I heard that they use them for riding. Are you planning to break your yak so that you can saddle them, Terry, and ride
Well,
them around the zoo?
it's a possibility. We have that camel trainer that comes a couple times a year from Milwaukee, and I'm sure he'd be glad to train one of these guys to ride. You know what?
Terry, can you introduce us to one of your camels or dromedaries?
We do have. We have actually we have two dromedaries and one pack camel. This one's name is Sasha,
I think
but
I'm very familiar with Sasha the camel. We have a very intimate,
Yes.
Sasha the dromedary, in fact. We have a very intimate relationship. But I really enjoy working with these camels and dromedaries. I understand that you're going to go for a camel ride for us. Is that correct?
that's that's what I heard.
Yeah,
I think this was
well,
Hang
why
on,
don't
this was
Terry.
you
start.
show us getting on the camel and what it looks like to ride?
Okay, now this one here happens to be a factory camel. She's got two humps. Her name is Gracie, and Gracie's the same as Sasha. Maybe not as quiet as Sasha, but Gracie, if we don't use her for rides, she actually gets mad. She doesn't like to be left alone in the pen if the other girls are doing rides. But I'm good.
All
We're gonna
right,
go
well,
for a
let's.
camel ride on Gracie. Well, you see, with the two humps, I fit right in between of them, and it worked out very good.
Well, that's fantastic, Terry. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us some show and tell.
Okay, well, it's always a pleasure to see you and Dr. Pol, Charles.
And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. We need to trim some beaks and nails.
Thanks, Terry.
It's time for the part of the show that everybody's been looking forward to. Pigtionary! We're joined here by my mom and dad and by two special guests, Ashleigh and Elizabeth. Hello, guys.
Hello there.
Well, that's fantastic. Ashleigh, Elizabeth, thank you for joining us. Ashleigh, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, well, my name's Ashleigh. It's nice to meet you all. I'm 25 years old. I live on the island of Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. I was born and raised here. I've actually worked with alpacas for 9 years. I have actually 3 of my own named Donnie, Ziggy, and Zippo. I have a leopard gecko named Tyrion, who's just hanging out. And I have an 8-year-old Australian Shepherd.
Very good, very good. Elizabeth, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. My name's Elizabeth. Obviously, I'm 30 years old. I am from Bowie, Maryland, and I've lived there most of my life. I only have one pet. He's a 16-week-old Cavapoo, and I work as a paramedic full time.
Very good, very good. Well, guys, we're going to explain the rules of Pigtionary for everybody, so pay attention. We're going to go first with Ashleigh. You go first, and you're going to have a list of animals to draw. Dr. Pol and Mrs. Pol, your job is to guess as many as you can for Ashleigh, okay?
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth, you go second. You're going to be drawing a different list of animals, and Mrs. Pol and Dr. Pol are going to guess your animals as fast as they can. Most animals guessed will win the round. Any questions?
No.
All right, well, let's get ready to play Pigtionary, guys. Ashleigh, are you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go. What do we got, Mom? What do we got? What do we got, guys?
That's pig.
Pig. Point.
Okay.
Giraffe. Zebra.
Zebra.
Yes.
Point.
Let's see here.
He is good. Dog.
No,
Rhinoceros.
rhinoceros.
I got that one.
Yes,
Good.
yes,
Point.
you did.
Crab.
Dog.
Point. Did you say crap?
Yeah,
Crab.
that was a crab. 4 legs and eyes. Goat.
Point.
That was
And that's time. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Ashleigh.
Hey, you're
Fantastic.
good.
That's a
Good.
great
You're
job.
very good at drawing.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Elizabeth, do you think you're ready to beat 5?
I am. Let's do it.
Ready, get set, go.
Bunny rabbit.
Bunny. Sheep.
Point. They got it. Next.
Giraffe.
Point. Next.
Turtle.
Point.
Cat.
Point.
Ah,
Oh.
what is that?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, Elizabeth, we
Panda.
only got 4. So, Ashleigh, congratulations. You are the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, that's so exciting.
Very exciting. Well, I'm sorry, Elizabeth, that we have to eliminate you at this point. It's been a lot of fun having you on the show. We really hope that you enjoyed being here with us.
Absolutely.
We have a special surprise for you. We will be sending you an autographed picture so that you will always remember your experience of being on Recheck.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I have an additional surprise. You will be getting your very own Dr. Pol tote bag as well on top of that. So we really appreciate it. It's a consolation prize. We're sorry that we have to say goodbye, but we've enjoyed having you on the show, and we really hope that you've enjoyed it as well.
I have. Thank you so
Good.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, Elizabeth.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Ashleigh, congratulations for being our finalist on Pigtionary. Do you want to see what you're playing for our grand prize?
Love to.
Let's bring in the grand prize. Da, 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 da. So we have a little hat. We have a never give up mug, never turn your back on the Angus cow book, and of course, the Dr. Pol swag bag. So thank you very much. We appreciate that, Beth. Thank you for bringing that in. Is that all worth playing for?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mom and Dad, are you set for your final answer?
I think so.
Okay, good
Ashleigh,
luck.
this is another phrase, okay? You got to say the phrase as it is. There will be drawings. They might not use all the words, but hopefully you get the phrase in time, okay?
Sounds
Any
good.
questions? All right, let's get ready, okay? Everybody, let's get ready. Get set. Draw. Any ideas? Any ideas there? Oh, that looks pretty good. What do you got there? There's clearly some kind of thing.
Yeah, horse.
Yeah.
All right. What is the part of it? What do you got back there? What is that?
Okay, get it.
Any ideas? 19 seconds, Ashleigh. It's a horse and what?
A cart, a horse, and a cart.
Yeah. Keep going. You got it.
Horse cart. 3 seconds.
Horse over the cart.
Yeah.
Ah, close. Put the horse before the cart. Put the horse before the cart. Oh, so close. You were right there. You had horse, you had cart, and you kind of were starting to get there. A couple more seconds, and I think you would have got it. Well, it's
Sorry.
all right, Ashleigh, because we have a consolation prize for you. For being our grand prize finalist, you are going to get a Dr. Pol hat and the Dr. Pol bag. Very
And
good.
better send her the picture too.
We'll send you this picture
No,
for
the picture.
oh,
Signed
a picture.
A
A
signed
picture. Oh,
autograph
not
for
that
you
picture.
too.
Well, we'll send you
Thank
this
you.
picture too. You want to remember this by Ashleigh, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated having you with us, and we hope that you thoroughly enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah, it was
Okay.
great. Thank you all for having me.
Very
Thank you.
good. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Bye, Ashleigh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Well, folks, it has been another great episode. We're very excited about everything we have coming up. Let's take a look at a sneak peek from next week's all-new Incredible Dr. Pol.
Saturday on a new episode of The Incredible Dr. Pol, a full moon rises.
Seems like a lot of the strange cases come in before or after a full moon.
And Doc knows what to expect.
The animals act a little funny. Sometimes they're a little crazy.
It's mysterious,
That the whole pony shakes, but exactly what it is, you don't know.
spooky,
His eyes are just doing the weirdest things.
and downright creepy.
What is
A
that?
new episode of The Incredible Dr. Pol, Saturday at 9 on Nat Geo Wild.
Well, folks, it looks like it's going to be a really interesting episode. A lot of interesting cases and ooh, a full moon. So we'll see you next week for an all-new Recheck with Dr. Pol. Until then, we hope you enjoyed it. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.